think the first thing you've got to say is that it's hard to believe that in the world today there are people who would stoop so low as to plan methodically and calculatedly, coldly, a murder attack in a intensive care unit of a children's hospital just in the week before Christmas, when there are nurses and doctors trying to save children's lives.
Two IRA gunmen opened fire on the police bodyguards of DUP councillor Nigel Dodds.
Well, on that evening that the shooting occurred, we were actually waiting in an ante-room, just waiting to go in to talk to the surgeon, when all of a sudden there were these shots rang out in the corridor right next to us, very, very loud. There was screaming, there was panic, there was people shouting everywhere. I thought that at that moment that there was somebody who was going to come through the door. Then somebody shouted, get down, Nigel." It was one of the nurses, and after a short period, it seemed like ages, but it was only a matter of seconds, somebody said, "It's okay, everything's okay." But unfortunately, one of the policemen had got injured in the foot. But it was only because the police had been alert that night and had spotted something unusual about the people coming down the corridor, and they challenged them, that actually I think their lives and my life was saved, and I give thanks to God for his providence in that. But, you know, when I went out and looked at the shots that were through incubators and through the walls of a children's ward, how people could do that on children and justify it afterwards just beggars belief. People from right across the community, Catholic and Protestant, north and south, who witnessed that, wrote to me and said, "This doesn't represent the Catholic people." And I know it doesn't, that sort of event, just as some of the events that are happening today don't represent what loyalism or unionism is about when people take up guns either.